Credit to fandom for creating the information that Meena was innocent for both entire films throughout the series. Why Meena is so overhated? Well, people had spent some time fat-shaming her and used the pick-me term. Seriously guys, this hatedom, slander, and the pick-me term is overused nowadays. Meena is such a sweet and intriguing character. I am so sick of these people calling her names, slandering, and making bad videos out of her all over the internet. What did she even do to deserve hate? She is not rightfully hated. You are. Here is why she doesn't deserve the hate and body-shaming slurs around the internet. Hopefully this video will help you understand. Here's the information from the fandom. Meena is an anthropomorphic female elephant. She has light gray skin with light freckles on her cheeks, green eyes and two small tufts of brown hair tied into pigtails with pink bands. Her ears are depicted as quite expressive, folding in towards her face when she's shy and folding outwards when she's more confident. In the first film, she wears a light blue hoodie with white lines on the sleeves, blue jeans, and pink and white sneakers. During her performance of Don't You Worry About a Thing she wears a purple long-sleeved knee-length dress with white shoes and blue hair ties. It was briefly seen in the opening of the sequel. In the sequel, her hoodie is now pink, with a palm tree logo embroidered on the left side of the chest and on the back in dark pink, and her sneakers are now blue and white. She retains the same jeans. In Sing, Meena is depicted as a sweet, timid, and soft-spoken teenage elephant with an amazingly beautiful singing voice, and she does in fact love to sing. She suffers from immense stage fright, often covering the sides of her face with her ears, much like hiding behind one's hair, whenever this fright or her shyness gets to her. Due to this, she isn't able to openly sing. However, she does so when alone, or at least when she doesn't make any eye contact with anybody. At the end of the film, she overcomes her stage fright, after some encouraging words from Buster, enough for her to sing in front of a huge crowd. Meena is introduced giving a cake to her grandfather while the rest of her family sing Happy Birthday to You. When she joins in at the end, her grandfather claims that he'd be a superstar if he had a voice like hers. The timid Meena just tells him to blow out his candles. When her family suggests she audition for a singing competition hosted by Buster Moon, she half-heartedly gives it a try, intending to audition with Chandelier. But when finally on stage, she freezes before finally being shooed off stage by Mike. Her grandfather puts his foot down and tells her to give a real effort and demand another chance from Buster. Meena's shyness and miscommunication with Buster leads to him giving her a job as a stagehand, which she picks up her instructions fast and helps Buster run the stage well. After coming home, she shyly tells everyone that she technically made it in the show. When Nana Noodleman is to come for a private rehearsal, Buster, needing more performers due to some of them either quitting or being injured, convinces Meena to participate in the show and encourages her by telling her his father's advice: don't let fear stop you from doing the thing you love most. However, everything goes wrong during the rehearsal, as Buster's lies about the prize money are exposed, and the Moon Theater is destroyed. Meena is distraught, but she and the other participants attempt to cheer up Buster and even go on with the show anyway. But Buster, despondent and finally given up, turns them all down. Meena, the last to leave, reminds him of the advice he gave her, but Buster lashes out at her, hurting her feelings. While Buster relegates himself to a life of car washing, Meena returns to the remains of the theater, fantasizes of what it would have been like to perform, and starts singing Hallelujah, attracting Buster's attention. When he asks her if she thinks she can sing in front of a real audience, Meena still doubts herself but states she wants to try, and she smiles when Buster says he wants to see her perform. The performers, including Meena, set up a makeshift, but workable open-air theater, and the show turns out spectacular. When it's finally Meena's turn, she freezes, but her friends and Buster all give her their support and encouragement. Initially, Meena starts off soft and afraid but is able to finally sing with the passion she's kept buried inside and performs her loud and spectacular number, Don't You Worry About a Thing. She is also seen cheering on the other performers, and at the end of the movie, she attends the grand reopening of the Moon Theater. Meena and her grandfather have fun at an ice rink while Sleigh Ride plays. When Gunter replaces the music track with his holiday-themed dance remix of Groove Is in the Heart, she happily dances with her grandfather. At the end, she poses with the rest of the Sing cast. Pre-show Meena stands in front of a mirror, attempting to boost her self-confidence for her upcoming performance. When she fails, Gunter encourages her to take deep breathing exercises. After 3 deep inhalations, he instructs Meena to breath out, and is promptly blown away by her trunk exhalations. Meena is participating with her co-stars in the Alice in Wonderland musical while trying to impress a talent scout named Sookie Lane who's looking for performers for the Crystal Theater at Red Shore City. Buster convinces his friends they can still live their dream in Red Shore City after a road trip where they entertain the tourists on the bus. They made it to Red Shore. After managing to sneak in while disguising as janitors for an appointment slot with Jimmy Crystal, CEO of Crystal Entertainment, Gunter unexpectedly blurts out a theater play that features retired rock star Clay Calloway, which allowed Crystal to accept. For the show Out of This World, Meena is partnered with Darius for a romantic duet. Meena's nervous about it since she's never been in love before. During production, she struggles to sing with her partner and is unable to get the feelings across during their scene. Outside, Meena meets an ice cream vendor, named Alfonso. She becomes attracted to him, but she keeps getting nervous to speak to him. Every attempt she tries to, she ends up getting ice cream. Later, Buster gathers Meena and his crew back to the room after a near-death from Crystal following a big misunderstanding. When Meena and the crew arrived, they are amazed to see Clay Calloway when he opened the door. Right after, the gang flees, literally jumping out the window after Crystal sends his minions on their trail. Landing first in the swimming pool river, they escape the security guards and infiltrate the studio during the evening, still determined to make the musical spectacle even under Crystal's nose. Buster puts on Out of This World, with Johnny getting his father and his gang to perform security while Rosita has Norman release their kids to distract Jimmy's security so they can sneak into the theater and put on the show. Meena sees that Alfonso has gotten a front row seat in the theater. For the Planet of Love act, Meena visualizes Darius as Alfonso and successfully performs a romantic duet with him. Right after their performance, Meena introduces herself to Alfonso, who compliments her performance, and she asks him out on a date after the show. During Rosita's sky fright moment, Meena and her friends tried to rescue Buster, who was grabbed by Crystal, but he took off with him in the elevator, but Rosita managed to overcome her fear to save Buster from falling to his near death. Meena and the others cheered as Buster was saved and Crystal grunts furiously, and watches Break Free song by Rosita and Gunter in the final I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For song by Ash and Calloway. The gang then appear on stage and get praised by the audience, but leave when Crystal tries to take the credit only for him to be humiliated by the crowd and get arrested by the cops for his attempted murder of Buster during the show. With the show finally over and successful, the gang begins the journey back to California. While on the road, Meena talks with Alfonso through FaceTime on her phone, with Gunter waving at him. Suddenly, Sookie stops their bus to tell them that the Majestic Palace wants to produce their show. Once Calloway agrees to continue, everyone else also accepts without hesitation. There. I hope you understand that. Meena didn't destroy the theater, it was these bears. I made the commenting stricter for Meena hates slander brats. If you feel bad for Meena getting this hate, comment #justice for Meena or #stop Meena hate or #end Meena slander. Well, this is the end of this video, guys. I hope you are intrigued by this video. Make a comment like this. Finally, somebody is saying Meena is overhated nowadays. Thank you for watching this video. Have a good summer. This is the end of the school year, folks. May is the best month ever. I will see you tomorrow, guys. Goodbye and have a good night. This is Gabe, singing off.